the winner gonna get that division loss, which the game gave the win to Big Weapon. Who else is it? Then you was the second one. Then Mitch supposed to have been getting a loss, but he'll get it next time against the Jags. Jags did the same thing, left for matches, and so I can't sit up and do one thing and then the other person come back and they sitting up here saying, well, I did what the match was asked to do. That ain't my fault that person didn't get on or whatever. So
that just like when you flip it around and say, for instance, like somebody got to work. You know, like say somebody was working these 2 days, whatever like that, and they wasn't able to get. My perfect example, like how Beamer's schedule is, when he works, he don't get on the game. You know what I'm saying? For them 2 or 3 days, he don't get on until his day off. You know what I'm saying? He don't cut his game on till his day off or whatever like that. And he don't see the message.
Beamer. And let Beamer or whoever, because it's easy for anybody to get the app on their phone. Let Beamer and somebody leave a message. And Beamer haven't been on to make some arrangement with the weapon. Well then, Beamer gonna get the same thing.
Hey, Blue.
Because we can't, because everybody have a legitimate beef, or whatever word somebody want to use. They have a legitimate answer. So the chaos or make it as right as possible is that it's just easy. Leave that message. 3 games or less. That's how we've been doing it, and that's how we doing it. 2 people don't say anything. The computer decided that winners getting the division out. Why? It could be a possibility. It goes back to about with time to go. Some people are bored. It could be a little anything. We're not at nobody's house. I'm not going to figure out what somebody's going to. It's just easy to 3 games or less. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah, but it wasn't even like this is like I mean, this is the first time we had like this type of situation where it was 3 games or less because everybody was getting losses or whatever, like during the season. So you can't advance. All right, you advance the 23rd, right? Then you advanced again on the 24th.
Because
technically today is still the 24th.
Because what did I ask people to do? I asked people to check their things and to do this, and that. And so, when that time comes,
I didn't even have a legitimate 24 hours to check the message. That's my whole thing. Like you advanced on the 23rd at night or whatever, right? Then you advanced on the 24th. But I'm looking at the time. You advanced. You sent that message on the 23rd at 7:42 p.m. So that means you advanced probably 7:30. Get a 15-minute grace period. I don't know when you sent my message out. You know what I'm saying? Now, he came back that night at 9:12 saying, you on now, Skin Dog? Whatever. You go back at 9:13 saying he's not online, Ray. Just leave a day and time. Ray set up a time for tomorrow, for tomorrow, well, today, but in the morning at 7 p.m. Pacific time. You know what I'm saying? But he put that in there at 9:15. Then he came back this morning at 10:22 saying I can play this afternoon at 4. Right? So I legitimately still didn't have a legit 24 hours to check my message. Like that's my whole get up about it. Like if we doing something, right? Then you gotta get that other person at least a day, cause remember it's a day. It's a day you send a message out. Then you got a day to respond. Then basically a day to play your game. It was never one day something gets said and then it get advanced. Like it was never like that.
And the
it was never like that. Like to me that's bogus. You said your partner, because in the rules it does say if your partner don't get with you within 2 days, right? Get with me, and basically, and basically you'll handle it. You know what I'm saying? Or get him a new opponent or whatever, but you'll handle it after the 2 days. I did not have a legitimate 2 days or a day to come back and answer this man back. So I feel right there that's not fair if that's what's been going on and what's been said, that within 2 days, if your opponent does not get in contact with you, get in contact with me. It was never you leave a day and time in there, whatever like that, and I feel like advancing, or it's 3 games or less, and because people getting losses, that we gonna just advance, and whoever put their message in there faster is the one that get the win. To me, that's not even showing respect to the other player. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm speaking in general. That could have been anybody else, whatever like that. That's not showing respect to the other player. Because I can't control, okay, everybody was getting losses. I was in that bunch, whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, most of them got their losses coming down the road or whatever. Mine was against goal line, which is fine because I was gonna get a loss regardless against Donzo, whatever like that. So that's fine. I don't have a problem with that because I'm gonna get a division loss anyway. But the thing is, how can being that we advanced and got that, and I already got that loss for breaking the rule, whatever. Now I got another loss because I didn't have time to jump on the game and see that we was advancing so fast, or within the time frame. Because hold up, where the group chat at? Because from what time they started?
Hey, Blue.
From
Blue.
I'll say from 11.
No, I'm gonna tell you the broadcast.
From 11.
Oh, okay.
That sounds out.
From
All right, I appreciate it.
From 11:13. I mean 11:30 through 34. That's this is a new 2 frame. From 11:32. I mean 11:33 a.m. to bunch of other catches there too. But to about before that message to 2:50. You hoping this man fix his team. You know what I'm saying? You hoping him get his team straight or whatever the case was. I mean case is or whatever like that. So from 11,
I told everybody that either came to my party or just send another message. So it ain't that man. I told people. So you can scratch that off. Oh, that man.
No, I'm saying no. You was talking like you and him was having a legit conversation about getting this team right because you was like so it don't happen the second time, which is understandable because we all help each other out in here. Like I'm not saying that you helping him out was a bad idea or a bad decision or anything like that, because that's what we do with each other. Because even Duke came in the middle of it and was helping him. I mean, telling him how to go about looking at his team on his phone or whatever. So I'm just saying
because he got a loss in that second franchise because he had no gun. If you read it, he
had down the shoot.
Read all of it. Right.
Yeah. That's what I understand that. But what I'm saying is that from 11:32, right, to 2 in the afternoon, y'all was doing that or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Which that's what we always do after a loss. Like if somebody get lost for somebody definitely come back, or even yourself or whoever's in the party will come back and help that dude get his team straight, so it's not another loss. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get another loss or something like that. So that's fine. That's not the problem. The problem is that I didn't get a chance to look at a message within 24 hours, which is always said out the commissioner's mouth, and it's in the rules that you got 2 days. Like it's 2 days. Like the first day, your partner don't get what you. The second day, they don't get what you. Come talk to me or send me a message. Let me know that your opponent didn't answer you back. I didn't have a legitimate 24 hours to answer this man back to play my game. So I gotta force loss for not being able to read a message. Which beforehand I said I was going out. You know what I'm saying? I said I was, taking the family out early that day when we was in the party talking about the nose tackle for the nose tackle for k11. So it was said. Now the only thing that you can say, only thing you can say is I'm not at your house, Ken Dog. I don't know if you didn't go up, but I know one thing for sure. Alright, but I know one thing for sure, you wasn't on this game because you wasn't online. That's all you can go for. You like, I'm not sure you went out, but I know one thing that is a fact and that's certain, that you wasn't online. Then if I was in a fraction, I didn't see no green light next to your name. You know what I'm saying? Saying that you was on, that you even turned that on. You know what I'm saying? So in that whole case right there, and then with you coming back and saying he's not online, that means when I said earlier I was going out whatever that, you knew I wasn't gonna be online. Or you thought I was going to be online. One of the two.
How you going to say I knew you weren't going to be online? If somebody...
Cause I'm saying the way you came back...
If someone sent a message and asked somebody, can't play now, or you online, this and that, I'm always tell that person that they're not online now. Or they're online, but they don't have no game on. Leave a day at a time.
Yeah, cause all you gotta do is all you gotta do is go to somebody's name and tell you how long they've been off.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. Guess what?
That shit.
Now, one thing that it's always been, and it's gonna, y'all gonna have to. This is different. Had more games than where people got losses at because of not fixing their team from the start. I didn't say it before. Check it. Just said it again right here. Why in week 5? Because in week 5, let them play their game. I'm getting a draft pick because I didn't see it. I sent a message yesterday. I sent it today. I asked people not to say anything. I did that the first time. Why? People can read that message. Because if they play the game and somebody catch it, they're going to get them out. Because I didn't told them. I didn't send the message. I'm not sending no personal message to 31 people. Like I sent it to I sent a message to Swoop because, like I say, he wasn't online. He couldn't get no message and stuff. Now he can get messages. But when it's y'all job to check that the schedule to see how many games are being played. It's but the main thing it is 3 games or less, up to a week or 3 games or less. If it comes down to 3 games or less, that is the reason I asked. That's the purpose, so I can advance this franchise.
Yeah, but we ain't never, as long as I've been in here, even the season where we did get on.
About how many games? How many games?
And it done been like that. Look, it done been like that where everybody was getting lost and we was only waiting on 4 games to get played. Whatever like that. You gave a dude a whole day to answer the message before you abandoned. You didn't just abandon. No,
that ain't the reason.
One person said something back. The other one didn't say nothing. We waited.
What I do,
and then you abandoned. You ain't just abandoned, bro.
If somebody had left a message, that's the only other reason. Them other three games, or them 6 players that haven't left anything, or the 3 players that have left something, but the other 3 didn't. That's the only reason I'm waiting, because why? Somebody have set a day. Just like Beamer came back.
I mean, if that's the case, then, as I said, the goal line game, that's supposed to have been a win. The next day, I'll probably get a win, because he got online. It was one day I got on like an hour right after he got on, or whatever like that. Like he just like I was coming in the party, and he was on the way out the party.
Just like I told
it was one night I was there late, and that's what I'm saying. He never put nothing in there. He never put nothing in the message there, and nobody was jumping to the gun and give me the win. But it's every time. It's every time. I read the message, bro. That's the first thing I did before I even got on the before me and Golan even played that game. I went and looked at what you put in Lutu Franca. When I turned my thing on, I said, how many messages I got? I see yours. I don't even read nobody else's until after I read yours. I know yours is the longest message that's in there. So I went, read what had to deal with me. All that stuff with Ray and all that and whoever else in between, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I go right for your messages. Wherever it say Blue Dog at, that's where I go look. I go read everything you put there. And if I start off and it says something pertaining to another player, I go up to the next message you left. You know what I'm saying? When you said yes, that's in the first franchise and all that, I knew you were still talking to Ray. So what I did, I kept going up. You know what I'm saying? When you put Ray opponent quit because that didn't concern me. I kept going up. Feel me? Then when you put why people keep going back and forth, that ain't got shit to do with me. That's just a general statement. So I went up to your next message. Then I got to I seen Ayo and Ayo and the well message. I said, okay, I read that already because that's about that so-called nano or whatever the case is. I strolled back down to the bottom, right? And I read what you said. Please let other players read messages. You know what I'm saying? With the third spot being put in the right hand or the left hand in the spot or whatever like that. I read that whole box. That's when I came back and asked you, well, Blue, you talking about the players that's free agents now that's on your team, are we cutting them, whatever? That when you said no when we went this way, about this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Being that injuries is back on. So that's why I asked that question, because you just turn around and say what the message said, and that's not giving me an answer of what's going on. But I'm trying to do what's asked of in the franchise. I'm not trying to be an asshole or a dickhead. That's easy for me to do. That's easy for anybody to do. But I'm not just that way. I'm on the same page as supposed to be the other 31 players, so that we have a good, clean, competitive season. Ain't nobody getting free wins this week and free wins that week. That's basically how I look at it. But what I feel not fair, you gotta have at least 24 hours to answer somebody back. You can't. It can't just be, oh, he put something in, so let's advance. Like that don't. Like, how does that sound? That's not even right. That's like if your opponent leave you a message, whatever like that. You got time to answer it because you the commissioner. You the one that's advancing it. But is it right that you get that you have the opportunity to answer him back and play that game? No. It's not right, not fair at all, and no way you can look at it. There's no way you can look at it being fair. But you got, but in your position, that's your upper hand. But you advance something back to back, whether dudes get lost or not. When we stop waiting on showing respect to the other player, and it's so crazy because every time it's like he on my schedule, bro. I haven't played this man yet. Besides, maybe I think the first time he got it, when he first got in here, I played him that one time. After that, it's been straight losses to this man every time. For some bogus excuse of, oh, he left a message. Well, this time he left a message. Last time I sat there for 3 hours waiting on the man. Where's the fairness and respect at? As soon as I hop out my mouth or hop out of line with, or you feel I hop out of line with somebody, oh, stand dog, chill, I'm done, I'm getting a loss and all this nonsense. But what about when you stand on the opposite of the stick?
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there. And
now, when you say I had the linebacker in the DN spot, I didn't even argue it down. It's there, it's proof there. Cool, no problem, Blue. I'll take the loss. You ask me, do I want it this week or do I want it down the line? I said, nah, I take it down the line, whatever.
But they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3.
But when they flipped around, I had no problem with it because I was getting that loss anyway. When shit is common sense and is notable, that's what it is. That's what you follow. Because I could have been up here fronting, well, I should have got the win against goal line. No, all right. You switched the week, school. Not a problem. But getting a loss to this dude for the 3rd time in a row, or for some speed up or speeding up the franchise, shit's bogus, bro. Shit bogus. Shit is fucking retarded. Like, damn near retarded. Like, but half of the league don't even get on to about 6, 7 o'clock at night. To keep it facts. You got about seven people that get on after 6, 7, and 8 o'clock. So like, what's the deal? Like, keep telling you can't hand me no bullshit, bro. You gotta come with legit facts on why something going down when I'm getting short end of the stick. I'm not the rest of them. I'm not hush puppy. I straight let you know what it is and how I feel about it. You don't like it? Tough cookies. It's just that I feel like that wasn't even no respect for me at all. Now, I remember you sit up here a lot and they say, well, me and Duke had to advance. I mean, I told Duke to advance and then I want to advance because he ain't do it. And then I got lost. Ooh, no problem. When I probably see a forced loss, shit is retarded. Retarded, bro. Shit don't even make sense. Shit don't make no sense at all.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have something on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Rams on 3rd down.
Man, what play like I put a job on.
This is 3rd and 7. Now Goff. He's got his man on the crossing.
It's so crazy. Essentially, I'm one of the first people to play my game when you advance. Consistently.
2 minutes to go here.
Not every other week. Consistently, I'm at least the fifth. If not the first, I'm damn sure at least the fifth game played when you first advance. That day, not 2 days later, that day. Or at least getting with my opponent that day. Like, shit crazy, boy.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
2K, man. This shit pissed me off.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
I like y'all fellas, man.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 30 feet going through that one. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that one, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
What's going on?
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, you know, man.
They'll try to counter with Washington. And at a 42-yard
Probably
line,
nah,
brought down
we pretty heavy right now.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So
We
many
might
teams
not
are
put it on.
in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football.
Yeah, he did.
In
He
that
put on me
situation,
for sure.
that's almost a tendency breaker.
Carr gives to Marshawn. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole,
I
but
said,
it
no,
closed
Will
up
had
quickly
quit
at the end.
franchise.
first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Yeah. I gotta get my damn license back, man. I gotta do this shit. That shit like this fun as hell.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back,
Beat
you're
that.
talking 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Rams are going to hold things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing his car on third down. Being chased out left. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break.
Man, you get autograph?
Across the country to Orlando, standing
You get autograph?
Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, fantasy breakers.
That's a bit.
I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
I heard
you
of it.
adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuku from his
You said what?
linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's
Good,
Carr.
like, good guy about it.
Looks it right side to Cooper. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But no gain, no yards.
Yeah, you found that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do what you accept on the stats.
Throwing the ball, get a completion.
You get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
Damn, boy. I'm still playing Rams for
This
right
one's
now.
145 yards. This looks good as well.
Yeah.
Here's Austin.
You know right now.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Time to establish the run game here early. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. The Rams on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul searching on 4th
calm down. Wow.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process, when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic.
Can't believe that.
That's what made that catch there.
Damn, I like blue people.
Bridgewater is his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 8 yards to go here on second
Side,
down.
bro.
They'll keep pounding here with Ledge. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On third down, here's Washington.
Oh,
He is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his 6th touchdown of the season.
I did
And the
that.
Raiders add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Goff now looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And that's what winds up being intercepted.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. Card out of throw. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Man, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Of a yard, and it brings up 4. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't, and this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but The guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw on second down is gone. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
They got the safe completion on 3rd. Over the middle, that's halted by Cup. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st down, Goff. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it in the bottom of that left corner. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain.
Damn, I'm trying to get this.
Have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
So out come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Cooper's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
See my cousin over there. He already over there with it. I'm going to call him and tell him. He said he had wins. I'm going to call him and tell him he had wins.
They run. It's Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Rams. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
On the counter, Gurley. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the red zone now, gone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
He dropped it.
That time, a nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6
I can't
points on the
believe
board.
it.
You ain't gonna have to do with that.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar.
Keep going, Mike.
And he's going to get it inside
Good shit.
into the 7-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain.
Wow.
Gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Who was that, girl or your fullback?
Nah, my second string, Dunlap.
Back to the ground. This time with Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Call. Eluding the pressure right. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to
Well,
move
maybe
the
he
ball
put
well.
the ball for real, boy.
This one fielded
Need
at the
this
5.
win. I can't go in during the week.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, Lynch. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the
Tap,
35.
Jerry. Good fucking tap.
On 3rd down, Carr.
Pick that shit, man.
Now let's go ahead and try and get to the body of the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was. But
Boy,
in this
Blue, if I get
situation,
sued, boy, it's gonna be a problem, boy.
to the offensive guys.
It's gonna be what? And you what?
I get sued.
Down sticks and make
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They're able to drop in their zone coverage.
Yeah. Everybody in Seattle picking up that damn, they could have paid him.
First down line was and ended up making the play.
Wrong.
Here's a Los
Oh
Angeles
yeah, Blue.
offense.
That'll be hell, 'cause boy, that pass rush already dangerous.
A number of good games
Yeah.
today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Then you put both. Then you have both at tackle, whatever you have done with that.
Back at his own
Yeah.
18-yard line.
got done with, I left him at right in.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I can't catch you without you having some losses.
Huh?
I said, I can't catch you if you don't get no losses. Like Ramford don't beat you.
A shotgun snap for goal. Left side complete to Cup.
Bring that
Yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves
So I'll play you 2. Yeah, no depth there.
Something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley.
God damn, Gurley.
As they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because
Damn, I thought he can't go back there.
someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
You win the big ones.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Gurley. And brought down. They get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's gone. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to
You better not do that again.
gash the defense downfield.
Goff now to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And finding room to work. He's down to the 2-yard line.
Okay.
A good run, 8 yards there, and that'll be 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about this?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Now Goff. This pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the
missed it.
What? No. Man, I thought you missed it too.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's back to throw. And he finds his man. It's the former Ram, Jared Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty,
Wow.
one final play. One final timeout for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.
Good game,
This
man.
ball game is over. Well, going in some type of a miracle there in the
Yeah,
very
yeah.
end.
Yeah.